fire to all. Today we are going to continue talking about the essences. Our subject for today is how the essences show themselves through our bodies. How our body tells us that we have an obsession. You can trace it clearly by some things that you see and face every day. You just don't pay attention to them.
И все сталкиваетесь с этим просто каждый день, но вы просто не обращаете на это внимания.
We have them, but we don't take them into our mind. We just look at these things every day and just pass them by, never paying attention to them.
Проходите мимо и даже не обращаете на это внимания.
Take the situation when you dangle your leg, for instance. When you just sit with one leg over the other and dangle it.
Он вот так вот ее вот качает, вот эту ногу. Либо он ее положил нога на ногу, и вот так вот он вот ее вот так вот качает.
And this dangling shows you that you have an essence. And it checks to which extent it can control your body this way. It is a very important thing.
И она тем самым проверяет, насколько она может владеть вашим телом. Это очень важная такая составляющая.
The more you dangle different parts of your body, the more power this or that essence has. You just need to pay attention to such things. You don't need to be afraid of it. You just need to know it.
Обращать внимание. Этого не нужно пугаться. Просто вы должны просто понять, что вот эта вот раскачка, это, знаете,
You know, there is an old saying that our grandmothers told us. When you sit with your legs crossed, you are dandling devils on them. And this saying did not come just out of the blue. It came for a reason. All our sayings and proverbs and beliefs that exist in our villages, they are still alive, and all of us heard them in our childhood. And one of them is about this devil dandling on your leg. And my mother always stopped me when I sat like this. So you need to understand that it is the essence shows itself when you dandle your leg. And there are other things. You know, when you are just lying, you are relaxed and nothing is happening, you are just watching the TV, and suddenly you feel a twitch. Your arm or leg twitched, or your head, and it happened all of a sudden, when you were very calm and relaxed.
Что-то там голова, ну то есть вот какие-то вот такие вот резкие подергивания именно в состоянии расслабленности. Когда вы расслаблены, вы что-то...
Maybe you were reading something, or you were watching a movie or a TV show, or you were meditating. It is also a way to relax. And suddenly you twitch. It is a kind of communications test. The essence will always check what it can do with your body. It is a very important thing for the essence. Thus, all these twitches are signs that you have an essence. Not angelic, but demonic.
Не ангельская, а именно демоническая.
Then there is such thing as sleepwalking. Sleepwalkers are 100% possessed with essences. It is for sure. All the sleepwalkers are possessed.
Все лунатики, они одержимы.
Once the essence shows itself by your leg dandling, and then by twitching of different parts of your body, it just raises you at night and makes you do something. And you won't remember it. You can take a video of it, but you won't remember it. It shows clearly that you have some powerful essence that has a huge energy potential that can raise your body and make it do different things. Is it clear? It is very serious. It is sleepwalking. Then there is such thing as bruxism. Not many people have heard about this and know what it is. Simply put, it is when you wake up at night and your teeth are clenched together, and you feel that your tooth enamel comes right off your teeth.
Ваши зубы, они скованы. Они скованы. Такое впечатление, что у вас эмаль стирается. Прямо с верхней, с нижней челюсти у вас стирается эмаль.
So you clench your teeth really tightly. It's like somebody holds your jaws tightly, and you grind your teeth at night. This is how your essence can show itself.
Человек скрипит зубами прямо ночью, да? Эта вот сущность, она вот таким образом себя проявляет.
It is a very powerful essence that can grind teeth like this. It can be an archdemon, or another very powerful demon, or an alien demon, for instance. It is a very powerful essence that tightens your jaw like this. And some people even grind their tooth enamel down because of such actions of our bodies. Then, a very bright indicator is a blind headache. It is the essences that give us blind headaches. It is an ailment that torments everybody. When the weather changes or something,
это некая такая вот болезнь, которая мучает всех, головные боли. Ой, погода меняется, головные боли. Ой, там еще что-то. То есть
we take different painkillers to stop this ache. But in fact, it comes from the essences. You should understand it. A headache is how the essences show themselves. So, everyone who will transform their essences into angelic ones will forget all about headaches. They won't have them anymore. And I recommend everyone who suffers from headaches to take fire energy and to get rid of this problem. Then there is such thing as panic attack. Through panic attacks, essences show themselves very brightly. Because during a panic attack, you feel strong emotions of fear of different kinds. You just feel afraid of something you can't even determine. You are just afraid of something. Then there is claustrophobia. It is the fear of being locked in. You should understand that this is how essences show themselves. Because when you are in a locked space, nothing can actually harm you. But still, it is like with panic attacks. You just feel afraid. You switch your fear generator to the full extent. You are overfilled with fear.
Он включает свой генератор страха на полную мощность. На полную мощность, и он его просто переполняет этим страхом.
You just can't help it. It is a very bright manifestation of a demonic essence that is doing its harvesting at this moment. Once there appears fear, no matter of what, it shows that this or that essence is working with you at the moment. The essence that is eating your emotions. All these are the ways for the essences to show themselves. They are the ones that are the most common.
Я хотела вам рассказать, что вот они наиболее часто встречающиеся, что вы...
You need to know that if you have any of these things that I have just mentioned, it means that you need to work with the essences. There is nothing scary about it.
Ничего в этом страшного нет.
I will repeat it once again, that the minimum time for the essence to transform is 4 days, and the maximum span is 3 months. During this time, you can switch to positive coordinate system and start communicating with angels. But only if you are receiving fire energy, and if you have watched all of our videos and you understand what fire energy is, what essences are, how to transform them, how to do all our practices, and so on. And in the end, I would like to tell you about a rather significant thing, which shows that a person has a very serious obsession.
Показателем того, что у человека есть очень серьезная одержимость, в этом случае очень серьезная одержимость.
It is when a person has psychological disorders. There is a great number of such diseases. We will talk about it a bit later. How to behave, how to receive fire energy, and so on. We will try to put them into groups and describe them so that you had certain schemes on how to work with such things. But you should know that any psychological disorders are connected with a very serious obsession. And the relatives and friends of such people should devote a lot of time and effort to cope with such problems.
Времени и сил для того, чтобы с этими проблемами справиться.
But I assure you that all these problems will be solved, because we have a rather long period of time, 4 years, and any psychological disorders, with no exception, will be cured completely if you observe the schemes I am going to give you in my further videos.
Если вы будете соблюдать именно те алгоритмы, которые, собственно говоря, я буду давать там в своих следующих видео.
This is what I wanted to tell you today. When you have the information, you know exactly what the essences are and how they show themselves.
Информации вам уже становится более понятно, что такое сущности и как они себя проявляют. Вот так.
Fire to all.